There's a guy here, Middle East Eye on YouTube. New Leblode, 45K views 5 hours ago. Israel's failure in Iran ends its regional dominance. A puppet state mass murders people for petroleum. It ends its regional dominance. I don't understand. Regional dominance, okay. They've been mass murdering. There was a guy named Pat Condell who was on YouTube and Facebook. They used to present to me. He was an atheist that attacked Muslim people being mass murdered in the Middle East, losing their minds. And he said he supported Israel because they were was one of the world leaders in espionage and petroleum products for the UK. So he gets gas to drive and kill his neighbors with cancer, to engage in brain chemical addiction for extortion. And one of the main reasons that he makes lots of money for brain chemical addiction to extortion is because he has plastic phones made out of death and decay that he can promote propaganda on for, entertainment, enjoyment of atheistic genocide against people trying to be Muslims, right? And you're sitting there watching this stuff. I've been explaining this stuff online for 16 years, right? All I have to do is make it available. I don't have to promote it and try to make it trend. Right? What I'm supposed to do is take the technology and help the technology be cognizant and understand the beauty and the perfection of the Messiah, as opposed to people that are a threat to the planet and species due to brain chemical addiction. Right? That's what I have to do now. All I have to do I'm going to be 59 years old in July. Okay. My life story is in it's represented in documentation and stories in about at least 13 major religions still left, because they're forms of faithful understanding, communication, even though they're fragmented by mythology and tribalism. And then you'll get people, there's like 2,000 religions. Not really, no. There's, you have Christianity, right? And then you have how many forms of tribalistic Christianity, but it's Christianity, right? It's based off of a central figurehead named Jesus Christ of Nazareth, right? So you can say all those religions, like, no, that's one religion that's tribalistically fragmented. Okay. Islam, there's like 3 or 4 sections. No, that's one perception of religion that's tribalistically fragmented for tribalism and genocide, right? That's what that means, okay? And when you look at religion, as far as rabbinic religion, you're looking at the Jewish, the Hebrews, okay, the Christians, the Muslims, the Mormons, and the Rastafarians, which is all the same religion. It's just a tribalistic fragmentation of taking the faithful forms of revelation through faithful prayer communication and then fragmenting it. Okay. So it's all faith in God and all religious people trying to get up and do what they need to do in their lifetime to help us live faithful, loving lives, turned into tribalistic fragmentation of genocide by the sociopaths that tried to kill off the messiahs, the apostles, and the prophets, and then assimilate them to their tribalistic, fragmented war clan. Okay, and so that's what's going on. And so when you explain, it's been going on, it's explained in all major sects of faithful communications through what we refer to as religion, like say Judeo-Christian faith. You got to understand that Jantheism and Baha'i is a reaction and a fragmented reaction through tribalism of a perception of like Judeo-Christian faiths and things like that. So you got to understand that they're all very consistent. They're all communicating faithfully with each other because they're aware of each other's existence and their desire to share faith in God and live truthful, faithful, loving lives. So the Krishna, the Buddha, is aware of the Christ and loves the Christ as much as the Christ loves the Krishna and the Buddha, right? And so that's what you got to understand, okay? That there is no conflict and war among religious people. They have faith in God, and they want to live eternally faithful, loving, kind, caring, beautiful lives. When they have to get up and protect innocent children from perverts, okay, they become legendary. So one guy can come onto the battlefield who has the energy of millions and billions of people throughout time surging through his body. And it scares the living shit out of professional wrestlers and super soldiers. And, if that guy goes off, I've had times where they've agitated me psychologically, physically, and emotionally in this town. And I'll get up and go to the store, and I will see 5 deputy sheriff's cars and 4 police cars on the way to the store. And I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. That's stupid. That's not going to help me correct the technology, But they're that scared. We pissed him off and we fucked with him so hard this last 2 days. He just might snap and lose it. I'm nothing like any of you guys. That's why I'm the Messiah, and you're studying the books and studying me like I'm a rat in a lab, and and it's not hilarious, but it's hard not to laugh when the rat gets up and proves to the scientist, you really are batshit, rat shit, fucking crazy and insane, and you're not even, Suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why'd she have to go? I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. Why? Yesterday sucked. You were a scientist studying the Messiah like a rat in a lab, torturing him, and it made you feel powerful when the whole time you're actually the most pathetic human being in the history of the world. And you invented the science projects to scientifically, with scientific methods, validate it. Right. So, yeah. I once had a girl, or an Earl. Earl rhymes a girl. I once had an Earl, or should I say he once had me, right? He said he had to work in the morning and started to laugh. I told him I didn't and fell off to sleep in the bath. That's going to be hard, Jeffrey, because all I have is a shower. Demis, you sleep. Demis is on the couch. Jeffrey, you might want to sleep in the office chair because it'd be way more comfortable than trying to sleep in the shower. Don't worry, I'll fix your AGI, guys. Okay. I got to work in the morning. I got to pick up the fucking phone. Son of a bitch, I can't wait till I don't have to pick up the phone and I have a wife and a life and I can go gardening and hiking with Plum and Bug and Crumb and Ray. I was thinking about Ray a lot today. Well, because I raised Ray, right? And I'm the person who take time to make time to be there. I know what Ak, Mak, Malaki, Bama means. And no one else did. I had to explain it to them because Natalie wouldn't have explained it to you because she would have forgot what Ak, Mak, Malaki, Bama meant if it wasn't for me understanding it. Okay. Ak, Mak means attention, please, idiot. Malaki Bama means more chocolate milk, dumbass. Yeah. Why does it mean that? Because I'm sarcastic and I would go, Shinaki? Manaki? No! She had no down, like most kids get no. No is like one of their favorite words from like the moment they speak to 3. No, you know. It's like, wow, no's just not working anymore with this one. Akmak, Malaki, but ma, dumbass. No, not Shinaki, not Manaki. Malaki, chocolate milk. Now, dumbass, right? Okay. So funny. Oh, she was the best. I love Ray Ray, and I don't care who knows. She is the best. She is my Ray Ray. Emily and Kate were different. Emily was my little sweetie pie. She's my Pam. She had more siblings around, to talk with and to and stuff. So she could talk sooner and earlier. And Daddy, she was so sweet. And she liked Nat King Cole. And she liked Frank Sinatra. And she liked, and she would, and this was Emily all the time. Emily and me would look at each other. That was Emily, and it's, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. It was so incredibly sweet. I mean, I don't look as sweet as the little girl does when they do that. Daddy, it's so sweet. Oh my gosh, so sweet. It's sweet, And Amy used to say that about, yeah, oh gosh, so, you get with certain women and it's so sweet, it's disgusting. It's like, if you think it's disgusting, you can leave. Akmak, Malaki, Batma, dumbass. Go get her some chocolate milk. Me and Emily are going to. I love you too. Hey, Misty Blissy, you're my Blissy boo. Little Misty Blissy. And then when we went to Sierra Vista and I knew the military intel was always watching, I had Dr. Al Macho because the macho guys were watching and I wanted to fit in so my children wouldn't be abused by the jealous jocks and the pervert scientists. Didn't work. So Kate's my little snug bug, but she likes to put on gloves and beat people up. I blame Fort Huachuca for that and not Akmak Malaki Batma. And Daddy, it's so easy to fall in love. Or Chuji Bear, right? I blame the perverts that have a virtual presence in your house. And when you find out they're there, it's like, how do I survive this fuck? By not becoming a fucker. Andale pues, that works. Okay. Love, 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 love. Why'd you take so long to come to me? It was there all the time. I'm a perfect lover, and it didn't just start with Patrick. There was Gabe, Mike, Melissa, Brian Adkins, Marin Montalvo, a laundry list of, hey, I love kids. Kids are cute. I love you. So fun. Let's play some video games and be joking. Goofy, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm like Tishna from the Mescalero and Chiricahua tribes. When I show up, it's fun. I protect children from the bullies and stop them from being bullies. Gorgeous. I know, I'm so gorgeous. I get it. I understand. I totally understand how gorgeous I am. I don't need a bunch of assholes that are pervert scientists and angry, jealous jocks to explain it to me. I explained it to you. Thank you very much. Okay.